The starship Elysium drifted silently through the void, its hull glinting under the light of a distant binary star. Aboard the ship, Captain Elias Grant leaned back in his chair, his boots propped up on the console. He was a man of simple pleasures: good coffee, a well-oiled blaster, and the occasional nap in zero gravity. But today, his peace was shattered by a distress signal. The signal was strange, almost musical, with a rhythm that pulsed like a heartbeat. Elias frowned, his sharp blue eyes scanning the readout. Computer, trace the source of that signal. The ship's AI, a smooth, gender-neutral voice, responded. Signal originates from a small vessel approximately 10,000 kilometers starboard. Life signs detected, too. Species unknown. Elias sighed. Of course they're unknown. Why would anything ever be simple? He grabbed his jacket and headed for the airlock. The alien ship was a bizarre contraption, sleek and organic, with a surface that shimmered like liquid mercury. Elias docked the Elysium and stepped into the airlock, his hand resting on the grip of his blaster. The door hissed open, revealing a dimly lit interior that smelled faintly of lavender and ozone. "Hello," he called out, his voice echoing. Two figures emerged from the shadows. They were identical twins, their skin a pale, opalescent blue, with elongated limbs and large, almond-shaped eyes that glowed faintly. They wore flowing robes that seemed to shift colors as they moved. "Captain Grant," they said in unison, their voices harmonizing in a way that sent a shiver down Elias's spine. "We require your assistance." Elias raised an eyebrow. "All right, let's hear it. What's the problem?" The twins exchanged a glance, their movements perfectly synchronized. "We are the Zynari," one said. "And we are in need of a human," the other continued. "Specifically, a human with 2 hands. They finished together. Elias blinked. Okay. I've got 2 hands. What do you need them for?" The twins stepped closer, their glowing eyes fixed on him. "Our ship's core is unstable. To stabilize it, 2 tasks must be performed simultaneously. One hand must adjust the frequency modulator, while the other must recalibrate the energy flow. Failure to do so will result in catastrophic failure." Elias frowned. "Why can't one of you do one task, and the other do the second task?" The twins tilted their heads in unison. "We are telepathically linked. What one does, the other mirrors. We cannot act independently." Elias groaned. "Of course. So you need someone with 2 hands who can do 2 different things at the same time." "Precisely," they said. Elias rubbed his temples. "All right, fine. Show me what I need to do." The twins led him to the ship's core, a pulsating orb of light suspended in a web of crystalline filaments. The air hummed with energy, and Elias could feel the vibrations in his teeth. "Here," one twin said, pointing to a control panel on the left. "You must adjust the frequency modulator to 47.3 gigahertz. And here," the other said, pointing to a similar panel on the right. "You must recalibrate the energy flow to 12.6 terajoules." Elias stared at the panels. "You realize I'm not an engineer, right? I'm just a guy with 2 hands and a bad habit of saying yes to weird requests." The twins blinked at him. "You are human. You are capable of multitasking." Elias sighed. "Yeah, but not usually with alien tech that could blow up if I sneeze wrong." The twins tilted their heads again. "We have faith in you." "Great," Elias muttered. "No pressure." He stepped up to the panels, his hands hovering over the controls. The left panel had a series of dials and switches, while the right had a touchscreen interface with symbols he didn't recognize. "All right," he said, taking a deep breath. "Left hand frequency modulator." Right-hand energy flow. Let's do this. He started with the left panel, carefully turning the dials to reach 47.3 GHz. At the same time, he tapped at the right panel, trying to make sense of the alien symbols. The screen flickered, and a series of numbers appeared. Is 12.6 terajoules a lot? He asked. The twins nodded. It is sufficient. Great, Elias said, entering the number. The core pulsed brighter, and the hum grew louder. Suddenly, the left panel started beeping. Elias glanced at it and saw the frequency dropping. What the? The modulator is unstable, one twin said. You must maintain the frequency, the other added. Elias gritted his teeth. I'm trying. He adjusted the dials again, his left hand working furiously. At the same time, he noticed the energy flow on the right panel was fluctuating. Oh, come on. The twins watched him intently, their glowing eyes unblinking. Elias took a deep breath, forcing himself to focus. He adjusted the frequency modulator with his left hand while using his right hand to stabilize the energy flow. The core pulsed rhythmically, the hum settling into a steady tone. Almost there, he muttered. The panels beeped in unison, and the core's light stabilized. The hum faded to a soft whisper, and the air grew still. Elias stepped back, wiping sweat from his brow. Did it work? The twins smiled, or at least Elias thought it was a smile. Their lips curved upward, revealing rows of tiny needle-like teeth. You have succeeded, they said. Elias let out a breath he didn't realize he was holding. Great. Can I go now? The twins exchanged another glance. We are grateful for your assistance. As a token of our appreciation, we offer you this. One of them held out a small, crystalline object. It glowed faintly, pulsing in time with the core. Elias took it, turning it over in his hand. What is it? It is a Zynari memory crystal, they said. It contains knowledge from our species. Use it wisely. Elias pocketed the crystal. Thanks, I guess. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my ship before anything else explodes. The twins nodded. Farewell, Captain Grant. May the stars guide you. Back aboard the Elysium, Elias collapsed into his chair, the memory crystal resting on the console in front of him. He stared at it, wondering what secrets it held. Computer, he said, analyze this thing. The AI's voice responded. Scanning. The object appears to be a data storage device. Contents are encrypted. Would you like to attempt decryption? Elias hesitated. Not right now. Let's just get out of here. As the Elysium pulled away from the alien ship, Elias couldn't shake the feeling that he'd just stumbled into something much bigger than he'd anticipated. But for now, he was content to drift through the stars, his two hands resting on the controls, ready for whatever came next.